Hello students, this is a quick review of your ME 2535 course week 3 discussion. Right here you can see the name of your course and the week of your discussion, and I want to review a few details for your replies since there are so many changes and I don't want you to get any points deducted. Please take a quick look at it and spend just a few minutes with me to review what we have to do in order to get maximum points or a good grade on your replies. So you can see your replies is your step 3. It says reply to 2 separate threads on 2 different days by Sunday. So I really want you to make sure that you take a close look at it and see what we have to do, because it's kind of tricky and sometimes we really don't follow it as well. So number 1 is replying to your classmates. Consider the steps you have taken learning to code using the evaluation management guidelines. So remember, the steps are what you do when you find a code in your CPT book. E&M is your CPT code. So you have to go to the CPT book. You have to make sure you give us the steps you took to follow and find the codes through your index, through your tabular list. Okay? Then the second question is asking you, when replying to your classmates, consider the different methods of finding the correct code using the steps to correct CPT coding. Now remember, you're discussing this with another student. The reply is to your classmate. So whatever you read from your classmate, you are talking about what are the different methods of finding the correct code in your coding manual. So elaborate on that. Okay, we're talking about how did you find the code and how else can we do that. So remember, it's a discussion. We are talking and we are trying to learn from each other by giving us each other information and learning from each other. So that's coming to number 3, reflect and share a meaningful connection, personal or professional, to a classmate or instructor's response. This is something I really want you to pay attention, because we're getting a lot of incorrect answers for these. So I want you to just give me a few seconds. So this is an example of a meaningful connection, as you're seeing on my screen. Let's say when you speak to somebody about their problem, right? For example, I agree with you when you said there are different cellular devices. I, for one, thought they were all the same until I got a different phone than before. So I had to learn how my new phone worked differently than my old one. But it's good learning other devices to further your knowledge in all these different brands to choose from these cameras. So I want you to look at the difference. It's not just that you said, oh, I agree that cellular devices are such and such, but you added your own information, you added your own input, your own experience with a similar incident, and you created a meaningful connection, if that makes sense. Let me show you another one that does not make sense. Exactly how I feel the receptionist was really rude. Alice could have been really hurt. The receptionist did not ask any questions. The receptionist should call back and apologize and make an early appointment. Nobody should never be treated that way. So do you see how this example is not giving you a meaningful connection? The student does explain how she feels, but she does not connect to their personal or professional lives in any meaningful connection. What would have been a meaningful connection here if she would have given some of her experience similar to the classmates' experience, and then, kind of connected the subject in discussion. So that is what we call a meaningful connection, if that makes sense. And if it doesn't, give us a call, Academic Coaching 888-215-8215, and we can review it further. Or you can text me too. My information is posted everywhere. So review that and make sure that you follow 2 out of 3. So you have to do 2 out of 3 threads. Answer 2 out of 3 threads out of the 3 choices. Make sure you do that by Sunday. And if any questions, keep me posted. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.